Defining relative clause. A relative clause is a clause that comes after a main clause and provides more information about someone or something in the main clause. There are two types of relative clauses: the defining relative clauses and the non-defining relative clauses. Here, we're going to have a look at the defining relative clauses. For example, I have read the book which you had recommended. I have read the book is the main clause, and which you had recommended is a defining relative clause. This relative clause is providing more information about the book, which is something mentioned in the main clause. Actually, the information that the relative clause is providing is helping to specify or define the book. And that is why it is called a defining relative clause. If I just say, I have read the book, and omit the defining relative clause, then you have no idea which book I am referring to, and the meaning of the sentence becomes incomplete. That is why this clause cannot be omitted, and it is not separated from the main clause with a comma. In our example, I have read the book which you had recommended. The word which is called a relative pronoun. A relative clause starts with a relative pronoun. Which is the relative pronoun used for things, and who is a relative pronoun used for people. For example, I have interviewed the person who you had recommended. Besides which and who, we do have another very common relative pronoun, and that is the word that. That is a relative pronoun that can be used both for things and people. Let's look at a sentence. I have read the book which you had recommended. In this sentence, the relative pronoun which can be replaced with the relative pronoun that, and the result would be, I have read the book that you had recommended. Let's look at another sentence where we have a person. I have interviewed the person who you had recommended. In this sentence, we can replace who with that and say, I have interviewed the person that you had recommended. That's it. Now you know what a defining relative clause is and how to use it.